Oblak and Suarez keep Atleti on top of La Liga. Buenos dias, people. Welcome to Café con Liga from a sunny Madrid. As you know, this is the place where we talk about Spanish football every single week. And Atletico Madrid is still on top after a huge save from Jan Oblak yesterday. Alaves had a penalty in the dying moments of the game. Joselu steps up and Oblak saves it. He's not the best at penalties as well. He is a world-class keeper, but penalties weren't one of his strengths. But he showed up last night and saved Atleti's ass. They would have dropped 2 more precious points and Barca would have been right there knocking at the door. But great from Oblak. And of course, on the other end, Suarez getting another goal and kind of lifting Atleti up after them crashing out of the Champions League. It looks like, at least before the international break, they stay on top with that 4-point cushion ahead of Barcelona, who also smashed Real Sociedad last night 6-1. Oof, what a massacre. I expected Real Sociedad to give them a good game. You know, they've been great at home this season. They've only lost twice, but I don't know what happened there. Barcelona just proving that this year they're on top form in the league. You know, I think that's their 8th consecutive away win. And I think we're seeing this as a tendency now. Real Madrid and Barcelona started very badly. Maybe it was the fact that there was no preseason that affected those 2 big teams. That's where Atletico, of course, got up some of their lead. But we have to say that coming into the end of the season, kind of the business end of the season, Real Madrid and Barca are both looking good and finally picking up wins. Messi, of course, getting a couple of goals. Serginho Dest also getting his first goals for the club. Just everything flowing for Barca. Attacking wise, defensively, made a really good team like Real Sociedad look very average. And I think that's Real Sociedad Champions League dream gone, because now they're 10 points away from fourth Sevilla, and I can't see them making up that difference. And speaking of Sevilla, they had to rescue a point with the last kick of the game. You've seen Bono, their goalkeeper, gets another goalie goal in this season, this crazy La Liga season. We now have 2 goals scored by goalkeepers after Dimitrovic for Eibar scored a penalty earlier in the season. Now Bono rescuing a point for Sevilla, who were about to lose to Valladolid, but clinging onto that top 4 despite their bad form in recent weeks, and of course them crashing out of the Champions League as well. Real Madrid picking up a win away at Celta. It didn't look as easy as the scoreline, 3-1. Real Madrid had to suffer after scoring those first 2 goals. Very well played. Again, Karim Benzema yet again. What is this, like 5-6 goals in his last 3 games? Absolutely unstoppable, the Frenchman in the midfield. Again, great game by Toni Kroos. Him and Modric are having an absolute revelation of a season. Real Madrid scoring a very similar goal to what they did to Atalanta in midweek. They pressed high and they provoked a mistake, and then Benzema scoring a goal. But in the second half, after Celta got one back, they had a few chances and it could have easily gone to 2-2. Iago Aspas hitting the post from the free kick, but in the end, Real Madrid rounding off with another goal, this time from Asensio. Of course, we know their draw for the Champions League. They're gonna play Liverpool, a rematch of the 2018 Champions League final. I don't know. I think Madridistas would probably be happy with this draw. Liverpool is probably not the best team in Europe this season. We will see what's happening in the Premier League for them. They're struggling to get into the top 4. It's going to be an amazing matchup. Of course, we're waiting to see where the game's going to be played, because as you know, English clubs don't allow their teams to travel to Spain. So maybe the game has to be in the neutral stadium again. And of course, that's going to have a big influence on the tie. But Real Madrid having a very busy schedule in the beginning of April. They have those 2 games against Liverpool, and in between an El Clasico. So what a week Zidane's boys are gonna have in April. Betis picked up an important win on Friday, continuing their great form and their quest for European football. 2-0 against Levante. Villarreal picking up a win at home at Cadiz in that yellow derby, and Valencia beating Granada 2-1. You know, it was always gonna come, this loss for Granada. They've been on an amazing run, and Of course, they're still in Europe. They got Manchester United in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. What a tie that's going to be as well. But of course, as you know, this week we have an international break. So much needed rest for some teams. I think teams like Atletico Madrid will be welcoming this break as they can shake off a little bit of that bad form in the recent weeks. Of course, teams like Barca, this break is not coming at the right time. They've been flying, so they wouldn't want to have, of course, 10 days without club football. But I think it's great for all teams. They're going to recover, try some new things on the training ground. But of course, there's going to be a lot of internationals flying around as well. So no La Liga next weekend, but we're going to be back with Café con Liga in 2 weeks. So stay tuned. Hasta luego.